unfadable, unfadable, fadable.
12 can't see me. 12 can't see me.
Unfadable, fadable,
12 can't see me.
unfadable, fadable.
Yeah. 12 can't see me. You don't need the protection when you blessed. I'm hip stepping, handling business. Don't try to play me like a kid, I ain't with it yet. Grown folks tell you what it is in a hot minute. I pop eyes, stay fly, plus I got spinach. Shorty wanna kick it, we can kick it and some more shit. Then probably pull it up, get the troll lit. 12 on knowledge, all I know is I don't know shit. See, I'm invisible, but not in the physical. And I'm a lot of shit, but I'm not invincible. Never hanging with the cops on principle. PhD in street knowledge, I'm principle. Yeah, peace and love, peace and love. Yo, this is Pow Shadowz, the general of the House of Hip Step. Back on that ass one more time. Let's powwow, family. I'm here to put my 2 pennies in the game. Let's powwow. I'm gonna be hitting y'all hopefully with more content, so y'all be staying tuned. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, go to Shadowz TV and subscribe to me on Shadowz TV. I'm gonna keep that shit popping, man. I feel like the science of opposition be on me. You know, like you peeped the last video. I feel like, you know, shit be trying to slow things down or throw monkey wrenches in the game, like. But that opposition is something that is only built for me to hip step over. Every obstacle is just something that's built and created for me to hip step over. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Any obstacle that gets in my way is just an opportunity. Look at that, obstacle, opposition, opportunity. All of that shit is just one. You know what I'm saying? Any obstacle is just an opportunity. Any opposition, even more. Let's look at opportunity, OPPORTUNITY, right? Then opposition, OPPO. It's the same 4 first letters. Ain't that crazy? So yeah, but I'm gonna keep these videos coming, fam. What it do? So yeah, let's talk about this. So, you know, I was disturbed, you know, cause Suge Knight went to jail, right? And I met Suge Knight. You know what I mean? And he shook my hand like a man and saluted me as a G and gave me respect, and I gave him the respect that was due. I met him on Hollywood Boulevard about 2008. Yeah. You know, so I met a lot of famous people. I know a lot of famous people. That ain't nothing. But the point of the matter is that never met Daz though. Never met Daz. I did meet Corrupt from DPG, Daz partner. Corrupt tried to gangbang on me. Corrupt. Remember, Corrupt set tripped on me because I had a red plaid shirt on Hollywood Boulevard. Same place, right around the same place I met Suge. A year, like 3 years prior to that. I met Corrupt like 2011. We chopped it up on the block. But here's my thing on that. Here's my thing on all that. Black people, Black American men, stop acting like fucking savages, yo. Stop acting uncivilized, you know what I'm saying? Stop acting like, I ain't talking about the slang term savage, like how people say, oh, I'm savage and I'm a savage. That ain't what I'm talking about. That's some other shit. I'm talking about acting like a motherfucking savage, acting ignorant every time you get an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, in front of these white people. Show your ass, you know what I'm saying? In front of these white people. Y'all on social media, Daz is like, he a old school motherfucker. Like, he need to be trying to like build his rep up as a man, as a businessman, and trying to do positive shit in the community and like show these young homies that, you know, gang banging ain't the only solution for a young black man, like Snoop is doing, like Snoop does. But nah, you know what I'm saying? What he does, he wanna like. I do like the fact that so as y'all know, he got into it with Boskoe about Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? Suge Knight was like, Suge Knight went to jail, got sentenced to like 28 years, right? So then, so Daz seemed a little happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seemed a little happy about that. And he was like, saying a whole bunch of shit. Then boom, he got hit with charges. Like, I believe because the Instagram police and the Facebook police and all of y'all who don't believe in the Instagram police and the Facebook police, that the said authorities is watching you on these social media. Every time you sending Facebook messages, you sending messages about this, that, and the third, you better believe it's being tracked by some type of a government agency. I'm just want to believe that, and particularly Facebook Messenger. Google that shit. Don't take my word for it. I'm not no conspiracy theorist. But the fact of the matter is that when I believe that he came on Instagram, had a blunt, and the authorities just said, "Oh, he in Georgia. We know where he at. The hip hop cops already following his ass." They went to his residence. Yeah, he got weed up in there because he got a blunt right here while he's making fun of the Suge Knight shit. So they definitely don't have sympathy on it because you making fun of, motherfucker, and about some jail shit, and the authorities watching. They like, aha, we gonna get you. They swarmed on him, hit him with 13 felonies. Dumb shit. Now I don't know that that's exactly what happened, but it just seems like that's what happened. I know that happened to Kodak Black, I believe, when they came and got Kodak Black. Like, he was on Instagram with guns and shit like that, and it was just like, they was like, oh, there's the guns and there's a baby and like there's a felony right there, and boom, came and snatched his ass up. But my thing, I am proud that Daz came on. So then when Daz got popped, Boskoe, who was a blood, as you know, Daz is a Crip. Boskoe started making fun of him, and it was fucked up. But so Boskoe was like, yo, he wasn't making fun of Daz. No, excuse me. He was just like, yo, that's what you get, man. Like, you shouldn't be, celebrating and somebody else going to jail. That's against street rules, actually. Like, in the streets, no matter what side of the law in the streets, no matter what like side of a deal that you on, like if you was a snitch or you got snitched on, or if you was an enemy of somebody and you got and then your enemy find out you go to jail, the enemy is not to celebrate you going to prison. Like, it's street etiquette that you don't even wish jail time on your worst enemy. Anybody that does that is a sucker and a bitch ass motherfucker. And, your street cred deserve to be snatched. Because it's a lot of people in the streets that don't need to be. That it's a lot of people in the game that they don't respect the game. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was, noble of Daz Dillinger to come out and say this ain't about a blood and a Crip thing. That I liked. And I salute Daz right now for not making this a blood and a Crip thing. But for talking about, for Boskoe and Daz going back and forth, talking about we're going to catch the fade. And we know these days, the fade turns into the gunshots. You know what I'm saying? It don't just stay with the fade. The fade these days becomes the gunshot. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that it doesn't become the gunshot, because these are two brothers. Daz is a successful businessman in hip-hop and a successful musical artist. Boskoe is a successful personality that's coming up. And neither one of them need to be fighting, acting a fool in front of these white folks. You know what I'm saying? That's the science. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Black men, just because we was put on the plantations and shit in 300 years ago, we was put on the plantations and we was made to fight each other for amusement and shit, and we was made to go against the old, was put against the young, and the light-skinned blacks were put against the dark-skinned blacks, and that's called the Willie Lynch theory, and everybody can look that up. And we don't have to keep falling for the tricks that the system keep uploading like that, you know what I'm saying, and catching fades every time somebody say some shit over some words. We gotta get out of that tradition, man. Always trying to fight some shit, nigga. Why don't we learn how to play chess? You know, some shit can be handled with a game of chess. Some shit could be handled with a game of one-on-one basketball. Some shit could be handled with a race, like a physical race. Like who got more stamina? I bet I could outrun you, motherfucker. Like, but boxing, y'all 40 years, y'all 50 years old. Talking about y'all gonna be fighting. Get the fuck out of here, man. Too old to be fighting. That's why I don't fight. You know what I'm saying? I throw objects at your ass. I ain't got time to be touching your stanky ass. So y'all brothers, man, don't get caught up in that, all right? And all the young people that's watching, don't get caught up in watching these old fools get on Facebook Live. And much respect to Daz and Boskoe. I'm calling y'all old fool because y'all sound like fools talking about y'all want to be boxing and shit, all right? Dead that shit, man. Shadowz gone, man. Fuck that shit. I'll be back.